don't even want to spoil the last episode for you. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll post a link to it down below in the description of the video, because we found out that Kerrigan may very well be the very best video game villain. Anyway, today it is time for what will be the final mission of the Protoss campaign, and it is called Countdown. Main Protoss base on the planet Shakuras.
This entire chain of events has been masterminded by Kerrigan, and we played right into her hands.
I love it.
Yes, we did, Artanis. Yet our course is set, nonetheless. Using the Temple's energies against the renegade Zerg may accomplish Kerrigan's aims, but it is still our only chance of survival.
And survive we will, my warriors. For too long have we labored in futile defense, as our enemies push us further and further away from victory. The time has come to let loose the full fury of our powers. Never again shall Shakuras be despoiled by the foul touch of alien species. These Zerg shall be the first to fall before us.
Matriarch, I have served you for many millennia. I have always valued your wisdom and strength. Yet, lately, in your mind, I have sensed something that clouds your true spirit. Though Kerrigan has gone, I wonder if her treachery still remains.
Be at ease, Zeratul. I am still the same Rashagon you have always known. These recent events have weighed heavily upon me, and I am wearied. But fear not. My warrior spirit will shine before you and light your path to victory.
Indeed.
The time for action is upon us. The crystals must be taken to the temple while the Zerg still muster their forces. I shall carry the Urash myself, while Zeratul handles the Callus.
Executor, you shall provide escort for Artanis and Zeratul as they make their way to the temple. God's willing, we will channel the energies of the Xel'Naga and scour this world clean of the Zerg. Go now, my children, and know that the survival of our entire race depends upon your actions.
Alrighty, well there we have it. So not only will this be, you know, the final Protoss campaign mission right here for the Brood War expansion, it's actually gonna be the final Protoss campaign mission of the entire original StarCraft campaign. That is, you know, a little bit saddening in a way. I've really come to like these characters. But anyways, maybe I'll continue onwards after completing this series right here with the, you know, Wings of Liberty, Heart of the Swarm, and the Legacy of the Void campaigns as well. Let me know down below in the comment section of the video if you would be interested in that. But regardless, this mission seems really cool. We need to bring Artanis and Zeratul to the temple. We need to protect the temple from the Zerg, and Artanis and Zeratul must survive.
When you bring the crystals to the temple, the Zerg will surely send all their legions to destroy you. You must be prepared to protect the temple itself from the swarm.
Okay, so we got two different bases. Why could you guys not just simply group up together? Wouldn't that make it significantly easier? Rather than forcing me to macro at two different places at once. It's actually not too bad. Apparently we don't have a overlapping amount of, or we do have an overlapping amount of supply this time around, so I'm assuming that upgrades and whatnot will then carry over as well. In that case, right, if I can indeed make an army that can fly, I'm gonna probably be able to both escort Artanis as well as Zeratul right here in the north. I think that would be a rather smart choice, because otherwise I think I'm gonna be in quite a bit of trouble. Because of that, I think I'm gonna be starting up right here with a cybernetics core. Or actually, I've already got one apparently, but I guess I can use a second one as well. And we'll be putting down our very first set of Stargates. I think that Stargates make the most sense here by far. Not sure if I'm going to be able to get any of the Arbiters that allow my units to get cloaked, but it doesn't really matter all too much here either. As a matter of fact, I'm going to cancel that upgrade, and we're going to go for the weapon upgrades here instead. So, we'll be focusing on full Skytals, which, in my experience so far, is very powerful. Now, I didn't quite notice actually yet, though, that we don't have... I'm going to cancel that second cybernetics core because of it. I don't have a second gas geyser here, which is going to be a little bit annoying. Of course, there is going to be Zerg here flying all over the place too. So maybe I should be producing carriers at two different places instead of right here all at the top. I'm going to cancel one of them. And we'll try and defend the bases that way. Probably a good idea. Alright. So, let's continue making probes here for now. Let's saturate that gas as well, because we're gonna need it. And let's do a little bit of scouting about. See if there's maybe another base here that we can take. Obviously, I'm scouting right here with one of my most valuable units. I quite literally lose if he dies, but... Artanis is gonna be a scouting scout. I mean, it quite literally has it in the name. There is indeed gonna be another base over here. And this one does have a gas as well. Perfect. Yeah, we're gonna take that one over. We're gonna take that one over in a little bit. It'll just be a bit of time before I can properly afford it. Alright, so you're gonna be hotkey 3, I think. And no, actually, I think I'm gonna make you hotkey number 5. This Stargate right here. And then this Stargate right here can be hotkey 6. So there we go. I'm a little curious here as well if there's maybe gonna be another base maybe in the top left-hand corner. Because I'm assuming I need to bring him, yeah, to the temple over here. Cool. Alright. It's gonna take quite a bit of time. Let's go ahead and get the interceptor upgrade right here as well. And I gotta make sure that I manage my gas here nicely. I'm kind of tempted to actually just simply continue making some zealots here as well. And then maybe also get the Xel'Naga upgrade. Just because I am gonna have to defend against a big chunk of army units here in just a little bit, I'm assuming. And I'm gonna be flooding quite a lot of gas. Or I'm gonna be flooding quite a couple of minerals here anyway. There we go. Carriers, of course, very expensive. 250 gas each. It's gonna take some time for me to try and mass them. And apparently I accidentally started up a Corsair. Not a bad idea, actually. We can still use that for some scouting as well. So I can keep our tennis safe. I actually assumed, though, that I had started up a carrier. But doesn't really matter all too much. Oh, well. Corsair doesn't live very long if I treat it like I am right now. But let's give this a try. Let's try and see if we can build up a reasonable air-based army, because I think it's going to be helpful. I really do wonder, though, if there's maybe going to be another... Oh, man, we need so much gas. I get, like, no gas with this here whatsoever. But we really do require a rather big army here to try and make this one work. Whew, that's a lot of stuff. Since I'm flooding minerals anyway, let's go ahead and construct a couple of those things, just in case. Ooh, a whole lot of mutas are all of a sudden coming in. Did not quite expect them. I've been building up an army here for a little while, but I did not expect them to deal this much damage. I do have a couple of dragoons here hanging out, and of course also a bunch of cannons, and Artanis himself deals a lot of damage too, but that was actually a little bit scarier than what I had anticipated, but still. I'm just simply constructing more gateways at this point as well, by the way, because I've noticed that I'm flooding way too many gas, or way too many minerals. So we're gonna try and see if I can lower that amount, and eventually I should be able to overwhelm the base right here in the middle, which I think is gonna be very important anyway if I need my units to group up together. I could technically speaking like do like a split up fight, but I don't think that's smart. I think we need to fight, you know, mostly in one big clump, because it's going to be so much more efficient. In particular, since we are already, you know, above 100 supply right now. So let's go ahead and get a couple more zealots started here, and another carrier here as well. Making as many of these things as I possibly can, and I guess I can go ahead and get a couple more pylons. It'll just be a little bit of time. I don't really have much money though. Alrighty, so I'm essentially maxed out. Let's go ahead and hotkey all of the units that we've got. At least try to. Actually, apparently there's some units currently moving in, interestingly enough. Well, good thing I was just hotkeying it, I guess. So, I got hotkey group number 1 here, and I got hotkey group number 2 as well. You guys, I guess, can be part of hotkey 2 then as well, if you like to. You guys are going to be hotkey 3, together with the carriers right here at the bottom. There we go. It's actually got still quite a few, considering I only have 1 gas. Actually, you may be hotkey 5 instead. That's probably a little smarter. And then you guys can be hotkey number 3. Hotkey number 3. And then I need 1 more right here for a bunch more of these units. Okay, you guys can be hotkey 4. This is gonna get really messy. I'm maxed out though, so I think we gotta go 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A. And make as many interceptors as we can afford. Here we go. Let's take out the Zerg here in the middle. I don't even know if they can actually group up together. It would kind of be terrible if they can't, but... No, I think we can. Okay, you guys also fight. That would be helpful. Okay, carriers are currently flying in this direction. Zealots are busy taking care of all of that stuff over there. And indeed, we should be able to clean this one up with relative ease. That means that Whoa, actually, there's a couple of zealots apparently hanging out over there. Are you guys really? Okay, no, you guys could just simply pass that. Now we will have to wait for, of course, the creep to dissipate, but eventually I'm going to be able to create another expansion here, which should be very helpful. But more importantly, I'm going to be capable of, you know, grouping all of my forces up together in one big army, rather than, you know, them being forced to clump up in one small little choke. That means that once again, I'm going to continue starting as many of these zealots and whatnot as I can. Let's go ahead and just simply queue up a whole bunch of them. Found that to be quite helpful. Apparently, one carrier right here hanging out in the corner. But we are now taking care of everything that's available here. And that means that we have all the units back together in one big army here instead. Okay, next up, I think is going to be the base over there. So let's go ahead and... Actually, I think we're going to gather over here. 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A. You guys can be part of hotkey 1. You guys can be part of hotkey number 2. Sure, go ahead. And while apparently a couple of mutants are currently trying to make their way over here, they're not going to live for very long at all. I don't know how easy this base is going to be, by the way, to defend, but whatever. Okay, you guys can be part of hotkey 3. Very good. Oh, apparently a lurker. Didn't quite expect lurkers, to be completely honest with you, but I don't know exactly how annoying these things are going to be anyway. Yeah, there you go, get it. Eventually it will die, right? Because it takes forever to burrow. Come on, get it. Good. You guys can be part of hotkey number 4. Let's go ahead and group up over here. Very nice, very nice. Now, apparently they're actually still rallying units. They may be coming from this base over there. But anyway, 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A. Like a true Protoss. Sending my units towards this corner of the map. Actually, I thought they could go there, but apparently they may not be able to. Alright, hold up. My air units can, but they're not going to be the most reliable ones, that's for certain. Did you guys produce any more carriers? You did. I like that. Okay. Go ahead. Maybe I should just go to the north right here. Whoa, they're actually taking a new base? I was waiting for the creep to disappear. Hold up. What's going on here? Who do you guys think you are? I'm supposed to take this base from you. I don't think you understand. I should really get an observer out. Or I guess I can make a cannon over there, but I think an observer would be a little bit easier, although obviously it's still going to take quite some time. Where is it going to go? Do we take out this base over here? I'm going to have a quick little peek here with my carriers. I seem to have a ton of resources, even though I got such a small amount of bases. Oh well. Yeah, there is a little ramp here. Okay, 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A. Come on, boys, let's go. There's a little base over here that needs to be taken care of. Scourge versus carriers. I mean, they actually still dealt a bunch of damage there, but nothing too crazy. Yo, can you guys kill that thing? He's really annoying. Okay, at least the base there is gone. Okay. Just simply moving your army across the map is awfully difficult in this game. Just simply getting them all to fight. It's not like, you know, in StarCraft 2 obviously you've got an all army hotkey, right? Which is fine and dandy. I don't personally use it very much, but just because you're limited at 12 units at a maximum, it's actually still rather tricky to get any value whatsoever out of just simply moving your army across. When you watch like pro games of StarCraft 1, you take it for granted that units just move where you want them to, but like, you've seen me struggle with like Dragoons just simply not going places that I want them to go. It's very true. Now anyway, we can go ahead and take this base here in a second as well if you would like to. Maybe I should have a quick little peek there in the corner, see if there's anything else hidden there that we need to take care of. I don't think so, but just in case. Let's go ahead and get that observatory that I was talking about as well. There we go. And I guess I should probably consider getting a couple more upgrades here just in case. Okay, very good. Let's go ahead and get this base started now that the creep is nearly dissipated. And let's group everyone over here or so. Okay, trying to move them all into the same area, and I guess I will have to construct some additional hotkeys here. You guys can be part of hotkey number 1. Very good. I don't even know if I need this base, to be completely honest with you. I've been trying to secure that one for a little while, but... Okay. Okay, very nice. Is anyone not currently there? You guys aren't. Some of them are hotkeyed though, which is interesting enough. Okay, very good. Got the majority of my army hotkeyed right now. I've gotten better at producing stuff at the very least, compared to when I first got started with this campaign. That much is certain. Anyway, let's go ahead and once again save here, just in case, because so far we seem to be in a pretty good spot. And we'll try and 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, 5A our way towards that base. The temple is in sight. I got an awful lot of units here. I don't actually currently know where Artanis is located. Oh, there he is. I was gonna say, you're actually... I put you somewhere safe, but... There we go, very good. Let's go ahead and get a couple of cannons set up over here just in case we need to. And let's move some of the workers over here as well. A couple of them in gas. Very good. And with that, we've cleaned up a big chunk of this base. Let's go ahead and get the 2 men of the hour close together. We'll try and make a move towards the center part of this map right now, towards the Xel'Naga temple. I wonder if I'm gonna have to defend it though. I wouldn't be surprised if we do have to. I have a hard time imagining that I would already have this one won right here. Anyway, they are currently on move command, which I think is smart, just so they don't get stuck anywhere. Maybe I should send some of my units back home, because... Well, actually, it doesn't really look like I need to, but anyway. The men of the hour, they're right here. And I think this is where they need to go.
The Urush is secured.
The palace is secured.
Got him.
Executor. Zeratul and I will begin to channel
This is what I
temple's
assumed.
energies. You must prevent the Zerg from destroying the temple while we work. Adon be with you, Executor.
I can do it. Let's make sure that we're fine. 15 minutes, that's a long time. That's a long time. Okay, well, time for us to get all of our units over here. I'm gonna construct some buildings as well. A bunch of cannons I think would be quite smart. Currently sending some of these Protoss probes across the map. I've got plenty of resources though to just do whatever I want, which is nice. Don't have a whole lot of detection right now. I'm actually kind of tempted to sacrifice a few of my probes. Okay, kill him. I'm sorry. No, not the pylon. Okay, here we are. This should allow me to produce at least a couple of observers. I think I must have still got some units queued up as well elsewhere. You know what? Actually, we don't really need to. If I just simply get pylons up here. Can I build here? Ah, I can build up there. I think we can eventually build here once all of these batches of creeps start disappearing. Okay, there we go. We got tons of resources. Whoa, what's the purple stuff? I don't even know. Yeah, I think having cannons here would be very helpful, because there's actually a lot of air here as well that I can't really deal with very easily. Let's go. Trying to set up cannons here and there, but they're actually still a little annoying to. Oh, can I build now? Wait, I can build on here now? I couldn't do that previously. Oh, apparently now I can. Perfect. Did I do something wrong? Maybe I just barely selected a wrong part of the map or whatever, where I wasn't allowed to build on. Sometimes it's a little bit odd. I'm actually going to be rallying a whole bunch of dragoons towards that part of the map as well. There we go. Trying to do the same over there. There certainly is a lot of stuff right now, though. There we go. If we could get some cannons set up, I think that would make it significantly easier. Okay, I queued up a lot of units. Very good. We're running out of resources, but at least we're going to be close to maxing out here once again in a little bit. Don't really need a whole lot of gas anymore at this point in the game. Alright, 10 minutes remaining. We've got a nice little settlement here, not gonna lie. Having more minerals right now would be better than anything else, I think. And also having Dragoons out here is gonna make this significantly easier. Because of course Dragoons are gonna be very good at essentially killing everything. I don't really care about this base anymore, to be completely honest with you. Don't really need to care about it. Although I guess I can go ahead and kill some of these units if they decide to hang around over here. I don't think we're gonna be able to do a whole lot. Let's just sacrifice that base, it doesn't matter. We just need to hold on here for 10 minutes. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. This reminds me a little bit of the co-op mission in StarCraft 2, where you have to defend one of the temples in the middle of the map. Now, I've spent a bunch of time, by the way, just simply constructing a big defensive position. I don't actually know if there's gonna be a third step to this mission. I don't think so. Because in the meantime, while this is all going on, I've purposefully decided that I don't really need my base anymore, as long as I can just simply defend this temple. Didn't really consider, I only just now thought about it, I didn't really consider that there may actually be a third step to this mission. But regardless, I could easily defend if I need to. Anyway, we've got an awful lot of stuff. We've got a very nice amount of defense here set up already. Good luck trying to break this if you're the Zerg. Let's just put the carriers back on top of the temple. They have a little bit of a tendency to fly away. In particular when I order them to do so. So I should probably not do that. Here we go. I'm just simply gonna have to sit back here for a little while. Enjoy the view. Now I did just lose a whole lot of supply. The reason for that is the fact that we just lost about 1 billion probes. I'm sorry, all of the probes. I know you guys had families and all that, but don't worry. This is for the greater good, you know. This is for the people back home on Ire. For some reason, even though this base was the first one that was under threat, I didn't quite finish it off. So, I guess we got that going. Anyway, yeah, 5 minutes remaining on the clock. I think I'm gonna make some tea. I mean, look at that. The Zerg is trying to move onwards, which is fine and dandy. I should probably make sure that I keep my units healed up. Should I use the carriers? Maybe I should send them over just in case. These units aren't that terrifying. Get him! Turns out, carriers are pretty powerful units. I know, this may come as a bit of a surprise. Also, I just realized the temple itself has got 5,000 resources. So to put that in perspective, there's actually only a handful of... you know, there's only 160 HP, for example, on one of these zealots. So Xel'Naga Temple definitely won't fall easily here either. Plus, we got several lines of defenses. I'm just gonna put my carriers in the most menacing points of the map. Now, this is actually a lot more than I had anticipated. Look at the amount of army here flying towards us. I haven't really been very careful with the carriers that I've got, and if they've, you know, if they are gonna send a handful of devourers, this could actually become rather terrifying. Of course, that's what the purple stuff is from as well. Apparently, they even have now got Dark Swarm right there as well. Who, they actually took care of most of that part of the map. No way. I did not anticipate that happening. That's crazy. Okay, 1 minute and 30 seconds-ish remaining. There's actually a lot more here than what I thought there would be. Whew. Alright, well, let's see how we can do this. I was assuming here that there was absolutely no way they would break that. Apparently, there is a way that could potentially break that. If they just throw a whole lot of units at it. Now still, I've got an awful lot of supply. I've still got a very nice defensive posture, but most of the things here that were available for defense previously have indeed died. Carriers, however, are still mostly at full HP. And of course, the temple itself is also still at 5,000. About 1 billion mutalisks all of a sudden coming in. I should probably try and see if I can heal up. Can I actually heal up these things? Does that even work? I don't even know how that works. Yeah, it does. Oh, shield batteries being awfully helpful here. Alright, 15 seconds remaining on the clock. Very good. I don't know what the correct way of casting the shield battery spell is. But anyways, we've completed it.
The channeling is complete. Withdraw our forces into the temple and brace yourself.
It's time to burst down all of the Zerg. And with that, we have indeed completed the Protoss campaign. And with that, the Zerg on Shakuras are gone. And I think that actually most other life forms will probably be gone as well. But regardless, that means that in the next episode, I'm gonna start up with the Terran campaign with Chapter 5 of the original StarCraft storyline. I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below. And if you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as I upload more. And other than that, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day. Do not forget to smile, alright? And I'll see you in the next one.